feels almost too dangerous to ask out loud. What if a world leader, protected by layers of security, intelligence networks, and decades of political power, became the center of a story so secretive that even the truth itself seemed to disappear? For years, Ali Khamenei has stood at the core of Iran's political and ideological structure, a figure whose influence stretches far beyond borders, shaping alliances, rivalries, and decisions that echo across the globe. But in the quiet spaces between official announcements and carefully worded statements, a different kind of narrative began to take shape. One built not on confirmation, but on uncertainty. Scene 1 opens in an atmosphere already thick with tension, a region where every move is analyzed, every silence dissected, and every signal, no matter how small, can trigger global attention. Intelligence communities, journalists, and political observers all operate within this environment, constantly searching for patterns that others might miss. Then, almost imperceptibly at first, something shifts. Communications appear slightly altered, appearances become less frequent, and speculation begins to grow. Not loudly, but steadily, like a distant storm forming just beyond the horizon. Scene 2 deepens the mystery, as fragmented reports begin circulating across international platforms, each one offering a different perspective, yet none providing a complete picture. Some suggest internal challenges, pointing toward the complexities of leadership within a tightly controlled system, while others hint at external factors, referencing the long history of geopolitical tension involving Iran and other global powers, including the United States government and regional rivals. But what makes this story so compelling isn't any single claim, it's the absence of clarity. The way each piece of information seems to raise more questions than it answers. Scene 3 shifts focus to the mechanics of power itself, exploring how leaders at this level are protected not only by physical security, but by information control. In such environments, narratives are carefully managed, and what the public sees is often only a fraction of the full reality. Analysts begin to point out subtle inconsistencies, timelines that don't quite align, statements that feel deliberately vague, and an overall sense that something significant may be unfolding behind the scenes, hidden from view. As the tension builds, the story introduces the possibility of covert operations, not as confirmed events, but as part of a broader context in which intelligence agencies around the world have historically engaged in actions designed to remain untraceable. Within this framework, even the idea of such an operation becomes plausible, yet impossible to verify, existing in a space where fact and speculation blur together. Scene 4 heightens the suspense, bringing the audience closer to the human element behind the headlines. What does it mean for a leader to exist at the center of such intense scrutiny, where every movement is monitored and every decision carries global consequences? The narrative slows, allowing the weight of that question to settle, before introducing another layer of complexity.